Oh, we live?
Once again, it's the Toga. And
Hoop wind down. 44, kicking the door. If you made it this far, be grateful, thankful. And we back with some more information.
so we about to talk about these tariffs. If the everybody, man, you gonna starve. You gonna starve. It's gonna be a Great Depression. With that all being said, look at um, layoffs been happening for the.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. He also
Good.
uh he also eliminated well, a lot of people got laid off, now fired actually, from actually the IRS department. A lot of people got fired in that department. Um because what Trump is want to do, he want to get rid of the IRS, you know, for people, I mean people who paying taxes that's making under $200,000, they wouldn't have to pay taxes. So
Kind of explain that. I don't understand. Kind of explain that.
200, if you make under $200,000, you will not have to worry about, you won't have to do income tax. Basically, you will not have taxes coming out of your check every week or every 2 weeks. It's a little loud over here. But yeah, you will not have taxes taken out your checks if you're making under 200,000. So he's trying to move this forward. Of course they're giving him a hard time. I'm not on any, I'm not no left wing or no wing. So they both on the same bird. So, at the end of the day, I just go with, you know, what it is. I, stay on top of what I gotta do, regardless of what's going on with political, um it's politics. That's what I call it. Politics. It's a
Politics.
bunch of tricks, they pull off, man. So I can agree that IRS is a robbery. It is a robbery. They taking money that you worked for and telling you, yo, you gotta pay us first. That's a robbery.
Mm.
How? And where's this money going? Oh, it's going to the streets and roads and schools and all this stuff. Well, I don't see nothing improving.
First off, first off, that's where the problem comes in at anyway. Like, why any of us giving our money to an imaginary, what they call it, Uncle Sam? Like we sit. A lot of us sit for like 8 hours, 10 hours, overtime,
Oh, look, here you go.
over overtime. The more time you work, um, they got their hand in your pocket for free, right? And they
Hmm.
call it taxation over you're paying taxes, right, to the government. But um I like we really need to do our research, man. We really need to look into the Constitution and see why was this even amended, why and who set forth paying taxes. Like, why because that's like the biggest scam, the biggest ripoff, biggest gun to the biggest fake gun to you uh, robbery in history.
Right. And this is not, and this is the IRS came in maybe like this is under 100 years ago. This is like not that long ago. This was you know, this is like not something that was hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we always had to pay taxes. No, 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 no. That wasn't going on. So we definitely everybody. I hope
All right, what's up? What's up? What's up, bro?
money going, but they're getting robbed. The biggest jokes of all time history. The IRS. And now what Trump was also trying to do is he was saying that you had to you had if you did overtime, you would not get taxed on your overtime money. Because how does that work? Like how do you work overtime and they tax you even more for working even harder? What
Oh
is
yeah,
that?
oh yeah.
How does that work?
I I I I,
So
I know. I'm very well familiar with that one.
like make it make sense. So I'm gonna work 48, 40, 50, 50, 60 hours. Y'all gonna tax me harder? No.
Exactly.
That's the gripe. Why am I working so hard and I'm still struggling? Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Mm.
So
I want to
this
share
is
with.
this is if he say he gonna make America great again, then that's one of the things that he could do to make American great again. Erase IRS. Period.
So this is the thing, though, right? Solely like when they put a face in there, it's just a puppet, and it's a person who's facilitating what's going on with to which this is my ideology, to which that the government already has for place a system. So every time when there's someone being placed in there, they're only just there to facilitate what the system is, the way that they want to facilitate the system. Now, look, I'm gonna share with y'all, right? I'm gonna share with you too. You see, because remember you asked me like a couple of months ago, yo, is this what you said? You said was it
Is
a
the we in a recession?
recession, right? And now, if you look at the headline, they're saying that he's saying depression. You see how they always doing the word schematics and just playing with the psyche and the mental. But look, in 2002, that's when the World Trade Center collapsed, right? 2002.
No, 2001,
Okay,
9/11.
okay. I lived through that, right? I
Me
took a
too.
listen, but no, but besides living through that, that's the first time I got laid off from somewhere, and I was making decent money. I was making like, whew, I was working for a telecommunications company, and I was making, everybody in there was losing their mortgages, losing their car note payments, apartments, because when the towers collapsed, the telecommunications business, all it just went crashing down, right? And so I lived through that right there. So that was one. And then we're gonna get, if you want to go, we want to get into the story. And then two, just recently with the COVID situation with in the healthcare field, because remember I was working, I spent 11 years in that field. I just watched people. get the boot. It's either you're gonna get the jab or you get the boot. So which was another depression and a recession. You know what I'm saying, for the people. But see, like when you go through one and then you're a little shaken, but you intuitive with what's going on and you at least paying attention, looking, searching for the truth. When when you go through it the second time, and now this would be like my third right now, because even this stuff to share with the platform right now, I'm going through a big situation with my towing business because we could be going under. My partners didn't let me know that we could be going under because they want to raise the insurance to 9 grand a month. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
The bill can't get footed. So I could I might be out of business right now come the end of this month. You know what I'm saying? Just to share that. So that's 3 times. That's 3 times. But um I believe like the system is in place. Like they have a system set. And this is how, by altering people's lives and altering the job market, altering people's wages, altering, just setting the tone. Because remember, this ain't just start. You got the Black Wall Streets, you got the Tulsa burnings, and just the tricks of the, like you said, politics that this government plays when they're like you see they have everybody like brainwashed, or they got everybody hypnotized right now. Oh, it's gonna be a war, World War III, or Trump's doing this, and everybody's all logged in, and or Diddy and them, or they all logged into what's going on. Oh, it's crime. Oh, they're killing everybody everywhere. So it's like you're blinded to understanding or even looking towards the truth because you're not even really trying to even see the truth because there's so much stuff going on in front of you. And if you're not somebody who's like one of us, and I'm sad to say, like just those of us that's inclined, that's paying attention to what's going on, that's conscious, that's spiritually inclined, that's even truth seekers versus to letting television and letting this government play these these mind Jedi tricks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
First off, I'm just here to say that to all my good people, man. Listen, if it's anything that you don't do for yourself, don't let yourself get stressed out over a job. Don't let yourself get stressed out. I mean, I get it. Listen, I understand, man. Look, I took many losses. I spoke to you about 2001. I lost my apartment. I lost first off, I lost my job. Then I lost my apartment. I was a single father at the time. I had my daughter living with me. Um, I had to send her back with her mom's. And I was so foolish back then. Look, I didn't even have. I wasn't paying my car note. That was my first car note. I wasn't paying my car note no more. I was foolish, right? I'm holding on to the car. I done lost my place. I still got the car. Like I ain't. you know what I'm saying? And, insurance, car insurance. I didn't have no insurance. I'm just roaming. I'm be honest with. I had to go back to the streets. I'm just being honest. I had to go back and I bet on myself in it, and I was winning. You know what I'm saying? But the harsh realities, and I don't approve of that, or even here just disclaimer to even push that to anybody. Oh, go to the streets or do anything. But like you gotta understand, when we was born and concepted in this world, we came to this world with nothing. A lot of us come from um living off the government food stamps, supplemental eating, um 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 and whatever have you, whatever food stamps, and just a lot of us. So in the inner cities, living in housing already. So it's like if you come from that type of thing and understand adversity, you'll make it through it by just being that much stronger and tougher. But we have to start uniting and banding as a people and understand that this government doesn't control nothing. It's us, because you see, like they take away a job. That means that everybody else on the job need to walk out. That means that everybody on a bunch of other jobs need to walk out and
Yeah.
start walking out, and let the government and let the system collapse in order for them to give us back what we all as a people. And I'm not just speaking about us. It's all of us as a people deserve. You have to start giving pushback and kickback, but I don't think that we all on the same page right now. So that's
Ah,
far
we
fetched.
not.
But
You see how the port people was out there, and they said, "Yo, we demand this. If you don't do this, we ain't supporting that." What they did, they say, "All right, we're gonna do it," because they see that they were serious, so they really closed it down. And then there was like, people started to panic and stuff like that. And then boom, what happened? They gave the money they gave them what they wanted to pay them, right? What they wanted, and they went back to work that fast. It didn't take a week. It didn't take long for them to do that. It just took like a day for them to be like, all right, well, give them what they want. So that's the meaning of That's the meaning of hanging on and moving collectively for a purpose.
so
You could go out there.
let
You
me
could
say
go out there. Oh, God.
no. I'm just gonna add on real quick too. You see, the government and the system is never lacking because you know why? It's nothing to go to the mint and print up more money. So with that being said, make it make sense. Nobody should never suffer for nothing. Homelessness, anything. Because all they need to do is press up more money and that's supposed to alleviate the problem. Like all you gotta do is say, yo, print up X amount of more dollars. Oh no, you spending more time collect saying like you're about to go to war over here or oh I don't want these people to it's all just a gimmick in a game, man. You know what I mean? Like if you
Hmm.
lived in this world long enough to pay attention, a lot of people are starting to wake up. It's just all a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? This country has always been built on lies from the beginning of conception
Massive.
of them giving us the stories of the Indians and the Indians and what's those other people the colonial the you know those people the other people the colonizers
Colonizers.
and they coming yo here we want to oh y'all got spices oh we want to give y'all gunpowder let's make a trade and then they come in there oh shit they got all that boom 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 and take their land over
Yep.
and it's the same system going on right now as we
Right
speak
now.
right in front of your faces, but you're not paying attention. And a lot of people like is blinded by so much other things. You know what I'm saying? Like day-to-day life, worrying about you know the regular hood gossip. You know what I'm saying? Or the job, the working job gossip, or day-to-day life just I don't some people that don't really even have a conscious mind, they just walking around just living, just taking up just wasting air and breath. You know what I'm saying? They just running around dangling, just following a carrot wherever the carrot go, like a donkey. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they lifeless. Like they
Those
just yeah, they NPCs and shit. Like they motherfucking they 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 physically here, but they just like a waste of person. You know what I mean? Like somebody could be in a suit doing something that contributes to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like they just of the world. You know what I'm saying? They live of the world, and
this
that's
is
not how
why
we want to live. That's a poor quality of living. You want to live in a high quality. You don't go to no jobs that it's a difference between doing what you got to do and then doing what you got to do doesn't require you always to just be at a job that is you're invisible at. You know what I'm saying? Or
listen.
you have to set a time limit. You have to set a time. If you don't like the job, you need to set a time of when you're gonna what's the escape plan? What's the escape what am I gonna move on to next? Am I studying something? Am I learning software engineering? Am I learning all these tech jobs that's paying over $80,000 a
Yes, sir.
year?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
are you taking time out to do that? See, I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to get up and be like, damn, I gotta go to this. Why? Because I set it up that way. I set it up that way. I set it up the way. So that's gonna put I could and I got two jobs. and both of them I love to go to every day.
Nice.
So it doesn't I still have responsibilities. Yeah, that's why that's part of the reason why I go to these jobs, right? But I'm not dreading having to go. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Because hey, I don't really have a boss over my head telling me, yo, micromanaging me, yo, you need to do this, you need to do this. Do I have deadlines? Yeah, I have deadlines. It's in a small. That's life. As you become adult, you have deadlines, but it's not stressful for me to get up and come to this job I'm at now, which I'm working now, and my other job. So what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? So, and then also, I'm also finding other avenues that I can add on to increase, other incomes and stuff like that with health and wellness and in this content creating. But you gotta get out the rat race. If you miserable doing something, I want to put this on note. If you're miserable doing something, if you're miserable doing it, obviously you're gonna put stress on you. You're gonna start to look old. You're gonna start to lose your aura. You're gonna start to lose your glow, and you just look like you just gave up.
Is it safe to say this too though, without being picked apart, that we have to stop giving ourselves too much overhead? Meaning, if you make $50,000 a year, you shouldn't be having a $90,000 car. If you make $50,000 a year, you shouldn't be having a $750,000 home. Because at this point you drowning, and then it's like, oh, I'm doing overtime, and oh, because this adds on to the misery you're talking about. Because you only spend a majority of time at work. By the time you get home, you're not even enjoying it. You're going to sleep, get back up, you getting on the road, you gotta go back to that job. At that point,
Right.
you might as well have an efficiency at your job.
Yeah. You might as well just.
You might as well have an efficiency. For those of you that don't know what an efficiency is, you've been on the road. You might as well have an
Yeah.
efficiency at your job. Like, oh, y'all can put me up with room and board in here, and I'll work for
Get
y'all
you
as
an
long.
air mat
Yeah,
and
yeah. You
live
see,
there.
yeah, because and no, and that's and like it's getting to them points, man. Like that's why now I'm happy that we having this conversation because, excuse me, interjection, because this is why I'm so adamantly, which a lot of people don't understand, why I be speaking about not being attached to matter, a piece of paper, a dollar bill, you know, a greenback. Like you need it because of capitalism, but this is what they teach us, and then they teach you to lock yourself into a bunch of things that at the conception of it, you like happy because you getting it, but then when you got to keep footing that bill, you living your life just to foot that bill. So it's like, but this is all going back into the system. You know what I mean? So for the government to say talking about they broke, let's do the math on how many people got homes. Look. How many people got mortgage? Now look, your taxes is built in your mortgage. So like you got to pay taxes on your home. Look, you get a car, you gotta pay taxes to get you gotta pay, then you gotta pay
Not really
insurance.
your home. It's not really your home if you
We go
gotta
we
if you
gonna
don't
get
pay the taxes, you're gonna lose it, right?
all right. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to all that. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna get to all that.
You gotta pay taxes on your car or cars. If you're plural, if you got more than one car, you gotta pay taxes on that. If you don't pay taxes on that, hey, listen, your car is not gonna get registered for the new year.
All
And what
right.
that do, give you a bunch of tickets until you can't pay them no more. So now you're even in more debt and more debt and more debt.
Insurance companies are bleeding everybody out right now. Like I said, I'm having a situation right now with the tow trucks. They're about to bleed us out. I believe that's by design. You know what I mean? They like we want you to pay this higher premium, and if you don't, then and then the thing is only like three companies that you can go to. So they all just like they it's you know what I mean. Once you call one, they all know what's going on. You know, because it's all data. Everything nowadays is database. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's why when they say like, and we don't pay attention that life is all about numbers. Like all this shit is all about data, which data and data is numbers, and we all just living in the we really living in the matrix. It's real. Like the numbers flashing is all like this is really the matrix.
Yes.
Even upon what we doing right now. I remember when I was a kid and I used to watch the Jetsons. Like they show you probably was a little young, like, but the Jetsons was doing this. Talk through the TV screen to their parent in the car. You know what I'm saying? But that was FaceTime. This is the Jetsons. Ever go watch the Jetsons, man?
Gotta
Oh
find an episode for them.
yeah, go watch this. It's a cartoon, the Jetsons.
I grew up on that.
Yeah, but remember when they were showing us FaceTime, and now look,
Hmm.
years later we doing FaceTime. We only just a minute away from cars flying around and all that. Like, but
They got those too.
yeah, they got them. I'm talking about as far as putting them out here because it's too much. It's too much shit on the street. So now they ready to have shit floating around. You know what I mean? You got Elon Musk taking people to Mars and they playing around up there, and you know it's a lot going on out here, man. It's a lot going
Yes.
on. I mean, like my guy Ralph Smart say, man, you got to get next to some nature. I mean, I know it sounds cliche because it's like, man, I ain't trying to hear what you talking about. I need money. All right, you need money. Money right now can't even solve your problems. Money right now can't even solve your problems. Am I wrong or am I right now? Money right now can't even solve
If
your
money,
problems.
they don't know what to do with it anyway. They're gonna do something stupid with it. They're gonna go buy a Mary's a Mary jeans.
Okay, so build generational wealth for whoever's the designer of a Mary, right? Help build a generational wealth, right? This is why I be saying though, like when these YouTubers be getting on here and all that, we so far away from generational wealth. Like even I'm gonna say this, the people that so look, like the people that's like the top YouTubers or scammers or whatever, like they're only just in another bracket than me and you or whoever else because they're just in another bracket spending their money on all this other nonsense. Like it's just like you get all this money to be in this to still put yourself in overhead. Like, oh, I need the Lambo. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. And you fighting and racing to be in this tier and class of people. When it all boils down to everybody is like still not really happy with thyself. They're not happy with the company that they are, with the people that they meet, and oh, these people are fake. Oh, they got money, but they fake. You done already heard this already, but then you get the money and you still go into these circles and these rooms with people.
Hmm.
You still spend your money in these circles
Right.
trying to be accepted
Trying to be
by the
accepted.
by the elites of the world. And the elites of the world don't even move like that or do that. And you know what they do? They sit back and they watch like even like this. They even though this is the smallest platform, but they watch. They sit back and they're like hee and gee because you know why? It's just like the Jewish people, like, and when you go in their communities and you see what they do, they're constantly reading, they're constantly working on spirituality, praying, and they're constantly building, building with each other, building economics. That well, just building systems. They're building systems with their people. They're not playing around and playing the radio. They're not playing the radio. They're building systems.
Yeah.
They're building systems in their community. And it is what it is because I know what I'm talking about. Being in Brooklyn, being in Williamsburg, and just I'm an observer, so I see they stay like this with it reading their Torahs or whatever little the Torah or they little daily pamphlets they reading. Then you see them out doing their little going. Wherever they going, they always going to they're always going to their synagogues to cook. Like you're always seeing them going to synagogue heavily, and then you always see them working and running their business amongst their own people. They're
Yeah.
not going. They're not going over to. Oh, I'm going to give me a beef pat. Oh, I'm going to go give me some Chrome Hearts. And I'm not talking about. I'm speaking more of the Orthodox communities and all that, because you have the Jewish people that do. They live that
Yeah,
life.
like they do. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They wear the Cartiers and drive the expensive cars and all that. You know what I mean? Like the big time look. You
The
know what I mean?
Gucci and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You have those.
You
You know what
got
I mean?
those.
Yeah, you have those. So, but they still understand the system though.
They understand the system and they look out for each other still, regardless. Even if they do
Exactly.
that, they can afford to do that, and it doesn't hurt because they money gets spent so much in the community where the black dollar leave in under a minute. Their dollar is getting their dollar is getting circulated through 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 their own community, through their own people. They don't gotta go to uh halal boys, you know what I'm saying? They don't gotta go to adobo grill. They don't gotta go to that. They gonna go to the restaurant that they know and spend their money there, and that dollar gets spent, help that family, and they all work in unison. They go spend do their laundry. They got they got a system. You know what I'm saying? Most of them got a system set up to guarantee that the children are good when they come up. They putting them in jobs. They've got them working. They got them in situations where what we worry about as black people, we worry about the newest shit, the newest this, newest that. They don't even care about that. And
For
once you
those
let that shit go,
for
you'll
those of them that
realize
don't
how free
understand,
you become.
for those of them that don't understand your French shit, like what's the newest shit?
The newest shit is, oh, I gotta get the newest car. I gotta get the newest Lamb. I gotta get the newest Range. I gotta get the new Beamer. I gotta get the Gucci suit. I gotta get the sweats. I gotta get the Marys. I gotta get
You sound like a
the
hater right
Jimmy
now.
the Jimmy Choos. I
You
gotta get
sound you sound like a hater right now.
the Rick Owens. You know what I'm
You
saying?
sound
Just
you
to
sound
fit
like
in.
a hater. You sound like a hater right now.
Well,
You mad? You
that's
mad because
that's
you can't?
good.
You mad because you can't have it?
I don't want it though. I don't want it.
You want it? You want to be? You want to be with? You want to be with them? You want to be with them?
I went through that phase already. I had it before.
Yeah, but forget we don't want to hear about what you did before. We talking about right now. We talking about right now. You old like man, get off the screen, man. You gotta
I
get
had
with
it
us.
before.
Get with us, man. Go get you a pair of Chrome
I
Hearts,
don't
man.
want
You
it
ain't
no more.
you listen. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what they say. You ain't on nothing if you ain't got no Chrome Hearts. You ain't on nothing.
I gotta do that to fit
You ain't on nothing, man.
in. I gotta do that to fit
Nah, but back to the content though, right?
in.
What's the answers? What do you feel is the answers, or not answers, but the solution from your perspective? The solution to what's going on as far as the depression or the recession, um, um, this tax thing going on. Like, just give us like kind of walk us into that. Like, what do you? Let's
First
talk
off,
about the recession and the depression right now. What do you?
turn your TV off. Stop watching the news. If you're
Mm,
watching the news every day, you're gonna be in fear. You're gonna get sick. I'm telling you, you're gonna get sick. You're gonna be sick. That's first of all. They turn that off. Turn that boob tube off. Then you need to get some knowledge yourself. You need to get to know what it is. You gotta know what you was created here to do.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit with yourself. You gotta do research. You gotta find out. You gotta get out of this matrix and then come back to know how to navigate in
mm.
this thing. You know what I'm saying? And then you need to surround yourself with people who actually moving forward in life, who's happy, who's being productive every day, who's um you know doing great things in the community. You need to surround yourself around that. You need not to surround yourself around losers or people just hanging around on the street, ain't doing nothing. You need to surround yourself around new people, change up the environment. That's very important because who you surround yourself around, you become. So I hang around successful people. I hang around I don't hang around them. I people who are not unsuccessful, who people who are uh who being productive. If even if they're not successful yet, they successful in their own right. I look at them as successful because they're on the right path. They're moving forward with their life and they're not out here crashing out. So you need to get yourself
Speak about the
around some.
sponsor. You speaking about the sponsors? Talk about your unplug the sponsors while you mentioning being around successful people.
Oh, shout out to Fernway. This is a brand, Fernway. They hooked us up with some merch. Oh no, this is Arero. It's another brand. So I'm gonna have to start tagging that. You know what I'm saying? They look out on the merch tip. Brooklyn born. Oh, we got everything, man. We got
Who are
tinctures, we
these
got all
people?
that.
Who are these people? What are they? What's their community? What do they do? What's their?
Oh, we a cannabis industry, cannabis company.
Uh, uh,
And
uh,
this
uh,
even
uh,
this is a cannabis company.
are
This
you
is
in?
just a
Are
brand.
Can you speak about like what their taxes is and like what how they're navigating in this depression or recession right now? How things are. I think that they're doing slightly well because of most people right now because of so much tension and stress. They're ordering a lot of smoke. Yeah, I need some more bud. I need some more bud. Could you please deliver me some more bud? Like
Yeah.
it's the
Some most of
same.
the people are
It's the same
most
like
of the
people going to the liquor store. They want more liquor because there's so much going on. They want to escape the
yeah,
reality.
that's what they do in depressions and recessions. They the price the liquor sales go up. The weed sales, drugs, people need certain things to numb themselves. You know what I'm saying? They use it as an escape. There's, a lot of escapism going on here.
Hmm.
So, if it's got to happen some way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, these people, whether we in a depression or not, you know, that's something else. Like that's something that if it's turned
No,
into a
Shamia.
problem, then you got to get help.
We kinda. I see you 13. Muhammad Shamir. Yes, you need help. Yes, yes. I'm listening to you.
Muhammad, got Muhammad in here.
We kinda 13. Lord Cat. What's going on, everybody? Um.
Yeah, we've been cooking up for a minute. But yeah, that's basically some solutions, man. Get some business about yourself. Know yourself. Get to know yourself. Practice humbleness. Practice
One
practice
second. Just keep them up. Keep them up.
yeah, practice gratefulness. You know, affirmations, what we talked about yesterday. Affirmations, do affirmations. Save money, pay yourself first. The oldest rule in the book. Pay yourself first. See, you don't have money because you don't pay yourself. You pay everybody else. You pay the light bill. You pay the rent. You pay you pay you pay everything else. You pay the gas bill. You pay the water bill. You pay the weed man. You 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 pay all these people. You pay your gym membership. You pay your subscriptions. They take that out. They got you got all these channels on TV. You got Hulu. You got HBO. You got Stars. You got Zeus. You got Baddies. You watching Baddies. You got all these reality shows You make sure they get paid, but you don't pay yourself. So then when you got the little bit of money you got, you go and do you go off and fuck it off. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. You go off and you go off and do some bullshit with it. And now you haven't paid yourself. You haven't paid yourself $50. You haven't paid yourself $100. You haven't paid yourself $200. Whatever that check, you need to give yourself a percentage of that check, and you need to put it up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna help you to actually, know where everything is going and have some for in case of emergency. A lot of people don't even have rainy day money. I just had to get axles on my car. Guess what? It didn't hurt me because guess what? I had money to the side. I had to pay $700 for an axle. On top of that, take care of my daughter for her birthday, make sure she get what she need, and all that. So, oh, we lost him. We lost him. Come on back. He ain't coming back. I guess I'm gonna have to go back out of here. I don't know if he's coming back.